Today I'll be discussing how ads have changed during the COVID-19 pandemic and what that means in today's world of advertisement. I will be showing a few relevant examples, including an ad from Duluth and an ad from restaurants. During lockdown specifically, social media use increased significantly, meaning that people were on their phones more often. Why? Because there wasn't much else to do. But first, let me explain how ads work to get a better idea about how ads are relevant in today's society. Dr. Robert Heath, a board-certified neurologist and psychiatrist, states that advertising works by creating patterns of associations that have emotional force and that influence purchasing behavior, often unconsciously. So summed up, ads force people to react or think in a certain way, in much the same way that propaganda does. Ads influence how people see the brand that they're advertising. If they resonate positively with the ad, then they might look favorably on the brand that's trying to sell them products, much like the families on the couch. The article, How Do Advertisements Work?, also states that there's an important theory of human communication, which holds that every communication is about the relationship between the parties, as much as about the matter being communicated, such as the relationship between the man and the woman in this picture. The same can be said of ads and what they're trying to communicate to its audience. Statistically, it's more likely that charming ads will be more effective. This could be because most ads are seen at times when people watching them are more relaxed and are more easily affected by what they are seeing. Back to COVID-related ads, the same article also states that advertising's effectiveness gains much from being a shared experience and part of our social environment. The ads centered around world events, such as COVID, are a shared experience. Everyone's feeling the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. This could be a testament to how well the advertisements are doing. Now, to get into COVID-related ads. Some industries suffered from lockdown, while others flourished. This includes the advertisement industry, gaming, and social media platforms. Ad engagement specifically skyrocketed because people were looking for the human interaction connection with other people. ClickZ.com says that it's no surprise that 59% of consumers started spending more time on social platforms to connect with family and friends. Marketing Charts says that some 38% of U.S. consumers are more open to engaging with ads on social media since the COVID-19 pandemic. The U.S. is by far lagging in this regard, with other countries reporting much higher numbers, with Germany being closest, at about 52%. The highest countries being those that enforced a stricter lockdown than the others. Also during the lockdown, people reported seeing ads for companies that they had never purchased before. This is another visible effect of how the advertisement industry has boomed. ClickZ.com says that, according to Smartly.io's report, 1/3 of consumers want brands to share relevant messaging that is useful during and post the pandemic. The ad that I will show next certainly illustrates this sentiment.
This year, Christmas might be extra uncomfy. But if there's anyone who can put the year back on the nice list, it's Duluth. Salvage this season with 30% off your purchase. Only at Duluth Trading.
The Duluth ad is relevant, meaning that they're not necessarily advertising coming into the store and buying products. Rather, the ad shows a package being delivered with plenty of space between the deliverer and the recipient, a nod to social distancing. Marketing Charts also says that between March and May, the top priority for U.S. consumers changed from wanting brands to address the situation with appropriate messaging to wanting ads or products relevant to them now. This is certainly true for the Duluth Trading Company. They address the current situation and then offer products that are relevant staying home. The next ad that I will be looking at is a little bit different. This ad promotes restaurants, because during the quarantine period, the restaurants suffered terribly. This ad talks about letting the restaurants cook for the holidays so that people won't have to.
You've done so much this year. You were a school teacher, hairstylist, yoga instructor, and a personal chef. This holiday season, let restaurants do the cooking so you can focus on what's important.
This ad highlights a major issue in the economy, that many people who used to have jobs in the restaurant industry are struggling. So of course they promote restaurants in general, not any specific one or chain. This ad has helped the economy regain stability. People are more likely to engage with the ad if they are emotionally connected to it. Ads are an ever-changing industry because they are required to be. To be successful, they must relate to the times and still connect with its intended audience. Ads during the COVID-19 pandemic have adapted to fit the wants of its audience. As stated before, people wanted ads that address their current situation, so ads changed to fit that need. Then, people wanted to be sold items that are useful to them in their home environment. Ads have become a bigger part of life, and most likely that will not change. They have been given more power during this pandemic than ever before. In this presentation, I've looked at different ads during the COVID pandemic and how these ads have changed since the beginning of the quarantine.